Class 3. Today we are going to discuss about introduction to BW system and the landscape of BW systems. First, let me start with introduction to BW systems, and later on I'll discuss about landscape. So BW system is a data warehousing solution from SAP, and it has been released in 1997. That time it is known as BIW, Business Information Warehouse. Somewhere around in 2000 it is known as BW, and it is become NetWeaver 2004 component in 2005. That name SAP renamed this one as BI7, and later on it become in 2011 it has become NetWeaver 7.3 component, and that time again SAP renamed this one as BW, and still it is known as BW only. And the latest and greatest version we have now, that is BW 7.4. So right now we have BW 7.4, and here the version is 7.3, and here the version was 7.0, and somewhere around in 2000 we have 2.x and 3.x, and initially it was released with 1.x. Now, as part of our curriculum, we are going to see all these four versions: BW 3.x, BA 7.0, BW 7.3, and BW 7.4. Now, parallelly, we have SAP BO, and now it is known as BI. So let me discuss about this one also. What is this SAP BI or BO? BO in the sense it's a business objects. BO stands for business objects. And it was released from a company called Business Objects in 1990. And this one initially known as BO, and this particular company is acquired by SAP somewhere around in 2008. That time it is known as SAP BO. Then SAP changed the name to SAP BI. Now in 2005 we have SAP BI 4.1. This is latest version available in BI. So now we have namings like BW 7.4 and BI 4.1. This is complete data warehousing solution, and this is only a reporting tool. Complete data warehousing solution in the sense you can see ETL as well as data stage as well as reporting here, and this is only a reporting tool, and it could be act as a reporting tool on top of the BW. And we have SAP ERP components, and it could be act as data warehousing solution or reporting solution on top of SAP ERP components or other components. And we can have the databases also, and if there are any offline databases, then this one can act as a reporting solution. So using BI 4.1 you can generate the reports on top of the BW and on top of SAP systems, SAP ERP systems, and non-SAP ERP solutions, and offline databases also. Whenever we design reports in SAP environment, then we call that one as SAP BI, SAP related BO or BI. Whenever we generate the reports on top of the non-SAP environments, then we call it as non-SAP BI. One is SAP BI and another one is non-SAP BI. So it's act as a reporting solution, and it could be on top of SAP components or it could be on top of non-SAP components. And as part of our curriculum, we are going to cover BI 7.4 and we are going to see BI 4.1. Basically, I am going to discuss about IDT, information design tools, so that we can create semantic layers, and we can have a reporting tool called WebEye. We can have a portal based reports, ad hoc reports, and we can have a dashboard designer to design the dashboards. So all these will be covered as part of your SAP BI. And as part of SAP BW, we are going to see all these versions. Now, still we have certain clients using 3.x, they didn't upgrade it to the latest version, or certain clients still they are using 7.0, but internally they are using BW 3.x functionalities only. So how you need to understand the BI 7.0 system can be utilized as a BW 3.x, although the version is the latest one, but the underlined technology or functionality whatever we use, that is old one. So there are certain clients, I worked with certain clients in this combination also, they are technically upgraded but functionally not upgraded. So we have pure 3.x systems and we have 7.0 system with 3.x functionality, and we have BW 7.x system with 7.x functionality. X in the sense you can place 7.0, 7.3 and 7.4. So we have all these types of systems existing in this BW world. So for that reason, in order to understand BW, it's better to know the 3.x and 7.x, so that we can have the right info whenever we do the upgrade projects and whenever we do the migration projects. So what is upgrade? Upgrade in the sense whenever you are jumping from the old version to new version. This is nothing but upgrade. If you are upgrading the system from 3.x to 7.0 and 7.2 to 7.3 and 7.3 to 7.4, then we call this one as upgrade. Migration in the sense we have 3.x data flows, and if you are converting 3.x data flows into 7.x data flows, then we call it this one as a migration, and this one is upgrade. We have SUM to perform this one, and we have something called RS migrate, the migration project, and using this tool we can migrate, upgrade, and using this transaction, this is also tool, no doubt, this particular tool has a transaction, and using this RS migrate transaction you can migrate 3.x data flows to 7.x. The migration projects we need to perform whenever we migrate from here to here. Once you have migrated the data flows from here to here, then no need to do the migration whenever you do upgrade from here to here. So we have certain tools for upgradation and migration purpose. Now let me discuss about the BW system. We have different versions available. Consider this one as a BW system, and we have 3.x until 2005, and 7.0 was released and it was there till 2011, and 7.3 was released and it was there until 2013, and in 2013 we have something called 7.4 was released, and till date we have this 7.4. so latest one 7.4, and we have 7.3 until this point, and we have 7. So 2005 to 2011 we have 7, 2011 to 2013 we have 7.3, 2013 to till date we have 7.4. Earlier, prior to this, starting from 1997 to 2005, we have a lot of versions, 1.x, 2.x and 3.x. Now this is a data warehousing application required a database, and initially SAP doesn't have any databases, but SAP created and acquired certain databases later on. Now most of the 3.x implementation and 7.0 implementations were implemented, and those applications are used a database called Oracle. And now we have another database starting from 7.3. we have another database, and you can choose this database, and this database is nothing but HANA. HANA is a database, and you can choose this database. So if you are choosing, apart from Oracle, if you are choosing any database like Sybase or MS SQL, then we call BW system with any database. If you are choosing, you can choose starting from 7.3 version onwards only, and if you are choosing this one, then this BW application, now it is known as powered by HANA. So again, we have BW applications with any database, and we have BW system with HANA, then we call it as BW system powered by HANA. So application works slightly different whenever it is powered or using a database called HANA. Now we have certain projects where we migrate a BW application from any database to BW powered by HANA. So BW with any database, it can be migrated to BW powered by HANA, and these kind of projects were lined up now, and there is a tool, and using that tool the basis consultants are going to migrate any database to powered by HANA. And here as a BW consultant, we have to do a lot of testing after migrating the database. Now these are versions, and let me show you one of the BW system. And in order to log into the BW system, I'm opening SAP logon pad. This is front end tool, and using this front end tool we can log into the systems or servers which are belongs to SAP. And here you can see the system ID and server name and system number. We have to configure all these things in SAP Logon Pad. Once you have configured, then if you click on this, then it will open SAP login screen. Here I am entering user ID and password, and whenever you join any company, user ID and password will be generated by security consultants, and they are going to give through email. Later on you have to change the password. Now if you see, this is SAP easy access screen, and we already seen the same easy access screen while we accessed SAP ECC. If you go to SAP easy access screen and menu system and status, then you can see the system information. So this particular data warehousing application is using MS SQL, and you can see here Oracle or Sybase or DB2 or HANA, and Windows NT. This is operating system, and in real time you are going to see Sun OS, or you can see IBM AIX. If you see, this is NetWeaver 7.3 system, and within this you have a component BW 730. If you are seeing 730, in the sense this particular application is 7.3. This particular system is 7.3. Now I'm opening, or I'm accessing 7.3 system, then close this. So this is 7.3 system. Now I can make use this 7.3 system as 7.3 system, or I can make use this 7.3 system as 3.x system also. If you want to use BW 7.x systems as old systems, then you have to use a transaction code called R7 old. If you want to use a 7.x systems as 7.x system, then you have to use a transaction code called RS7, and this is one of the workbench from BW. This is admin workbench, and now the admin workbench is known as data warehousing workbench. And using admin workbench, you can construct 3.x data flows, and using data warehousing workbench you can construct 7.x data flows. Now let me access both. We have command prompt, and in command prompt I am running RS7 old. See, it is opening administrator workbench. As a BW administrator, if you want to construct 3.x data flows, then you have to spend time here, or you have to model the objects here, and we have something called RS7. This is new workbench, and using this workbench again you can perform the modeling, and here it is useful for constructing 7.x data flows. I am not denying like we cannot construct 3.x data flows using this data warehousing workbench, but it is very simple to construct 3.x data flows using RS7 old. So in our journey, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make use 7.x systems, and I would like to utilize these 7.x systems as 3.x and as 7.x. So I'm using 7.3 system, and I'm going to use this one as 3.x as well as 7.3. Now let me come back. This is your administrator workbench, and it has a database, and database is MS SQL. And if you are seeing HDB here, then this particular system is powered by HANA. We'll see HANA related, or BW, if it is mounted on HANA database, then that HANA related the BW application we are going to see at last. Now Let me come back. This is introduction to BW system, and let me discuss about the landscape. Landscape in the sense how systems were arranged in client network. That is nothing but landscape. We have basically three-tier landscape, and three-tier landscape, let me keep three systems here, and this is your development system, and this is your quality system, and this is your production system. And we can see BW quality system, development system, quality system, and BW production system. In real time, this BW development system will be connected with different OLTP systems. And this development system, it might be connected with SAP ECC and SAP CRM, and it might be connected with another system called SAP or non-SAP systems. Now, because of different interfaces, all these will be get connected to the BW system. Now, this is your landscape. Now, we do create objects here. What objects? In development system, we do break fixes, we do development, we do enhancements, everything here only. We create info objects, we create info cubes, and we create different BW related objects here. Now, once we have created, then using ETL process, we'll bring the data from all these source systems and we load the data into these objects. Then we generate the reports. So in development system, we are going to construct the objects and reports. And construction of backend objects is nothing but modeling, and generating front-end reports is nothing but reporting. We are going to perform both the modeling as well as reporting. Modeling as well as reporting. Once you have completed the objects creation, then we have to generate the reports. Then in the system itself, we have to test. And whatever testing you are going to complete here, it is known as unit testing. Once objects were tested thoroughly, then the same kind of environment again you are going to see, and you can see same systems again here. This is your quality environment, and in quality environment also you are going to see interface connection so that the data can flow from SAP ECC quality system to BW quality system, CRM quality system to BW quality system. Then the objects we don't create here, but we transport them. Once testing is completed, then we move them from development environment to quality environment using transport management system. So the objects whatever we created in the development system will move after testing into the quality system, and reports also we move in similar fashion into the quality system. Now, because of the interfaces, these applications are connected to BW. Because of transport management system, this one is connected with this, so that you can move the objects from one environment to another environment. Here we are going to perform integration or system testing. Once we have completed integration and system testing, then we are going to move the objects into the production environment. The production environment in the sense the live environment where business can be analyzed using the live data. And you can see the live source systems also in this environment. Now in this environment, once you have moved the objects, then the live data, the live business data will come from the live systems into the BW production system, and once the data has been uploaded into the BW systems, the end users are going to execute these reports and they'll come up with the analysis here. This is your the third tier, that is nothing but PRD, and the business users and business managers are going to make use this real live system. Now we have three environments. One is development. As a developer, you are going to spend most of the time in this environment, and we have another environment, and this is your quality environment. In this quality environment, most of the time we are going to act as a testers, and we test the objects here only. And once the objects were tested thoroughly, then we move these objects into the production system for live usage purpose. And we can have three tier, or we can have multiple tiers also. Multiple tiers in the sense, in between quality and production we can have one more system called pre-production system, and pre-production system is almost replica of production system. And if you don't want to have sudden surprises while moving into the production objects into the production system, then we can make use the pre-production system as a checking box, and first we deploy objects into the pre-production system, then we deploy the objects into the production system. So you are going to see three BW systems, and we can have multiple source systems, and we'll bring the data from multiple sources which are connected to the BW system, and we generate the reports, and objects move from one BW environment to another BW environment. As a developer, you are going to develop the objects in this, and after completion of unit testing, you are going to import them into the quality system. There you are going to do system testing or integration testing, then you will deploy the objects into the production environment. Now deploying the objects into the production environment is nothing but cutover activity or go live activity, and this is testing, and users also going to complete UAT here. UAT in the sense user acceptance testing, and this is your development environment, and here you are going to construct the objects. Now once you have reporting requirements, according to the reporting requirements, you are going to construct the objects in the development system, and according to the reporting requirements, you are going to conduct unit testing. If unit testing is passed, then you will move all these objects into the quality system. Here you are going to perform your own testing, users are going to perform their own testing, and both were passed, then objects will move into the production system for live usage. Finally, we can have three environments: development, quality, and production. And we can have more than three environments also. In certain projects, we can have sandbox environment, then development environment, then quality environment, then pre-production environment, and production environment, and disaster recovery environment. So finally we can have these many environments. So this is about the landscape, the system landscape. The objects will move within the landscape, and most of the time we are going to develop the objects in the development system. So this is about the landscape, and before jumping into the BW training, it's better to understand the landscape. So that's it. Thank you.